Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and thanks to our witness as well for being here today. And as we are sitting here, it's been just shy of 1 year since the CARES Act was signed into law and the Paycheck Protection Program was originally created. PPP has provided essential assistance for our small businesses in Iowa and all across the country. Though this program has saved millions of jobs and continues to be a proven success, it is important that we continue to consider ways to improve the program and make it work for all forms of small businesses, including family farmers and our self-employed folks, which is why I'm glad that we're having this hearing today. And we'll talk a little bit more. I'm going to carry on kind of where Senator Booker started, but Ms. Mensah, about the recalculation issue, I'd like to discuss that with you today. In your testimony, you do discuss the new rules that allow self-employed folks to calculate their loan based on the gross income instead of the net income, which increases the size of the loan that they would qualify for. And you also reference the fact that the new calculation is not available for those businesses who received a loan prior to March 3rd. And I also agree with many others that this is unfair. And I have heard from Iowans who received loans as small as $80 last year, and these folks should be able to benefit from a higher loan amount, but under the current rules, they cannot recalculate their loan. And in your testimony, you suggest that SBA make these changes retroactive, just as you said, in the same way that we do for farmers and ranchers. However, this would not fully solve the issue. Under current rules, only farmers who have not been approved for loan forgiveness yet are allowed to recalculate for the higher loan amount. And as a result of this policy, many Iowa farmers lost out on thousands of dollars because they had their loan forgiven shortly before the relief bill had passed in December. If we treat self-employed folks the same way, those who already had their loan forgiven would still be left out. And I believe that Congress should take this a step further and allow all Schedule C and Schedule F filers, including those who have already had their loans forgiven, to recalculate using gross income. And what are your thoughts on this?
Well, Senator Ernst, it's always impressive to hear you're listening to all of the communities, including rural communities, including those who draw their income from ranching and farming. Many of our CDFIs work in rural areas and are supporting the many small businesses that are sustaining rural communities. So we urge, I stand with my testimony, we urge Congress to do the two things that will help here. First, give us more time. And so please extend to May 31st, the true extension of the program. And then please consider this retroactivity. We think this will help. And with CDFIs on the ground to help work through these changes, we can help those businesses reapply. So I hope you look at us as partners to working. This is the best way government works, when you have a responsible, fair partner on the ground who can help reach into the crevices of the economy. So thank you for your listening ear on this.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Mensah. And I would also continue on. You are absolutely correct. We need to reach every community possible, helping the folks in the urban areas as well as our rural areas. We have difficulties all the way around. And you also spoke of some glitches in the SBA's new lending platform and delayed or incomplete guidance. And we've heard those similar concerns from folks in Iowa. And do you believe that there are any additional improvements that SBA needs to make here and ensure that no one gets left out of the program? And can you explain a little more?
We're pleased to see the SBA working with the new administration and working quickly. We're pleased to see the changes that have been made. Our principal recommendation is to extend the time. And then once the PPP is over and you have the committee in front of you, the agency in front of you, to relook again, top to bottom at how all of these programs can better serve the most underserved. That's the group that is having the challenge. So that's our
Yes.
principal recommendation.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, to all of our witnesses today that have appeared in front of the community. And thank you, Mr. Chair. This has been a very, very helpful committee hearing, I think, as we look at the Paycheck Protection Program. Thank you.
Senator